So we start off with Benoit and Jenna. They're on one of the day beds. Yeah, like hilarious. Stop.
Hey guys, it's Viv
and G.
Welcome to our channel. So we just finished watching episode 6 of Bachelor in Paradise, and tonight's episode was very dramatic.
It was, yes. So we start off with Benoit and Jenna. They were on one of the day beds, just talking and making out and continuing their connection.
Yeah, which, did anyone feel that deja vu that Tia had with Colton about, so we had those two making out, and then we had Jordan and Joe continuing their bromance. Jordan was talking to Joe about, you know, how special Jenna is and how they're super connected. And then literally as he's saying that, he turns around and who's making out right behind him?
Yeah.
Jenna and Benoit. It was awful.
Yeah, his face totally dropped and his mood completely changed. It was so sad.
It was, yeah, I felt so bad for Jordan. Ugh. In the meantime, we have Chris and Crystal, who are super cozy up on the beach, just cuddling up, like in their own worlds. Chris can't stop talking about Crystal's butt and how like sculpted it is or whatever. I don't know. She's a personal trainer, so it makes sense. But damn, Chris, like calm down. But one thing that Chris said tonight during that beach moment was, you know, he was like, Crystal and I are the strongest couple here, by far. Like, that's how strongly he feels about Crystal, which was kind of cute to see.
And of course, right after that comment, we see that completely get destroyed. So our first new guy tonight is Connor from Becca's season. And of course, since he's new to Paradise, he does get a date card. He first goes up to Crystal, and Crystal told him straight up, you know, you are like the main guy I wanted to see here on Paradise. But she did disclose she's really into Chris and she thinks that he should go and talk to other girls.
Right.
So then Crystal goes up to Chris and tells him about the Connor conversation. He's so happy that she turned down like any more conversation with him, and he goes off and tells everyone basically how strong their relationship is.
Yeah.
Then flip-flop Crystal, Connor comes up to her again and says, you know, I would really like for you to go on this date. And she says yes, right after she just told Chris that she wouldn't.
But at the end of her discussion with Chris, like, she did end up going on the date, which I don't blame her. I mean, if at the beginning that's your one person that you really want to meet and get to know, and he ends up being there, she's at least being honest with both guys. Like, look, the whole time on the date, I'm going to be thinking about this other guy, but you were the main person I came for, so I don't know. So anyway, she did end up going on the date with Connor. They ended up going to, it was something like the Beach of the Dead or something. I don't know if that was like a made up Bachelor name for this beach, but they did some weird, I don't know if it was a Mexican tradition or some weird beachy tradition where they're like buried underground under some leaves, and they were just meditating in the whole, I don't know. Crystal seemed to like it. But of course, in Bachelor world, you know, the date ended up getting pretty steamy. They were making out on the beach. They were very into each other. The chemistry was definitely on point.
Yeah, Crystal said that she, just from that one date, felt so close to Connor already. So, with Jordan and Jenna, we start to see some hope for their relationship. And they have a talk where Jenna seems to decide to now pick Jordan again. And she says that it's gonna be really hard for her, but she's gonna tell Benoit that she's done with him. Jordan gets all excited. He's so giddy again, happy, falling in love. Jenna goes to tell Benoit, and then suddenly Jordan walks by and they're making out. So definitely not saying goodbye to him.
Jenna's definitely all over the place with these two.
Yeah, another flip-flop girl in this episode. Like, the girls have the power of this episode, and
that's exactly it. They're just, because they have the power, they're super relaxed. Like, they don't care about the consequences.
Yeah. And Jordan is obviously really upset by this. He confronts Benoit, saying, you know, what she's saying and her actions aren't matching up. He was like, don't even talk to me about this. I don't want to hear it.
So as a side note to tonight's episode, we did have 2 people go home that just chose to go home. One was Kenny. He, throughout this whole season, slowly started getting more into Annalise, but really just decided he needed to go home for his daughter. I guess his daughter was having some sort of recital, and at the end of the day, that's what he chose to do. Then we also had Jubilee, who was into John, and apparently John told her, you know, I really like you, but as like a friend.
Yeah.
And that was the only guy that she was really there for. And so when she heard that, she was like, you know what, I don't need to be here. I'm not gonna waste my time, and went home.
So obviously Annalise was very upset about Kenny's departure, but her time in paradise turned around real quick.
A blink of an eye quick.
When Kamil, our second new guy of this episode, comes in.
Yeah, Kamil.
I don't know.
She kept saying Kamil.
It's fine. Our 60-40 guy from Becca's season.
Not a good joke.
So obviously he comes in with a date card and picks Annalise, and they go on this like ATV down this like crazy bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a lot of fun. They were really vibing each other, and they were jumping off some cliffs into the water and making out, and Annalise said they literally could not keep their hands off each other.
Yeah, she's super into him.
So one of the strongest couples on Paradise that we haven't actually seen too much of, because there's really been no drama with them, is Astrid and Kevin.
So Kevin and Astrid are having this conversation about their relationship, and right now you can tell that Kevin's feeling super insecure just based on his prior relationships on Bachelor in Canada and Winter Games. He just tells Astrid, you know, I feel like you should date other men here so that way you know that I'm truly the one that you want to be with. And it was just so hurtful to her that he was saying that, because she's like, I don't want to see other men. Do you want me to see you see other women? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. At first, I don't think any of us really knew where he was going with that, but in the end, he was having these real insecurities and these real feelings that he was just afraid to lose her because he thought everything was going so perfect. And in the end, they talked and they made up, and one of our strongest couples is still together.
And super cute.
So finally, towards the end of the episode, we see Jenna finally come around to Jordan. They had another talk on the beach, and he basically called her out, just saying that, you know, he thinks that she's scared of the relationship, and she decides to go tell Benoit that she's done with him and that she wants to focus on Jordan because she really does care about Jordan a lot. And she told Benoit that he should explore other options.
Yep.
So we finally see Jordan and Jenna happy and back together.
Yes, for now. In the meantime, we have Kendall and Kevin talking on the daybed. Kendall's asking for Kevin's advice on the two guys that she's into, which is Joe and Leo. And he quickly blurts out from last week's episode how Leo kissed Chelsea after Leo and Kendall's date. And she had no idea. Only one in Paradise that didn't know that he had kissed Chelsea.
Yeah.
So she got really upset by that whole thing.
Yeah, and Kevin felt so bad because he didn't do it intentionally, but then Kendall goes over to Leo and confronts him about this. After she confronts him, he blows up, saying someone's a tattletale, and it was just ridiculous.
Leo really got like emotionally, like intensely angry, but like, I just don't need, I've never seen anyone like this on Paradise. I don't know, it was a lot.
Yeah, and he said something like, making out in paradise is like shaking hands. It's like, no, you all are here to find love, not to just do whatever the heck you want with whoever you want.
Yeah, he was acting really bizarre in the pool, just like yelling, like, we should all start making out. Like, why aren't you guys making out? Let's just go tattletale on each other. He was so upset by this. And it's like, buddy, everyone knew except for Kendall. Like, you didn't think the girls would talk to her. Like, and at this point, he doesn't know who it was. And after some time, Kevin was like, you know what? I just want to nip this in the butt. Like, I'm going to go tell Leo that I'm the one who blurted it out on accident to Kendall. So he tells Leo. Leo got wicked upset and was like, why is that your business? Da, da, da. Like, trying to attack Kevin in all different angles. And then quickly, Kevin shut him up and was like, you know, like, you may not feel this way, but you know Kendall wants honesty and just to be straight up with her, and you weren't. So I don't understand why you think this would work. Is pretty much how it went down.
Yeah. Basically, in the end, Leo should have told Kendall in the first place, and Kevin was just being a good friend to Kendall. And my favorite part of tonight's episode was there was no Colton and Tia storyline. Thank God.
Right. I'm happy we got some more focus on other couples that have been like overshadowed by Tia and Colton.
Yeah.
So it was nice to get to see some of these other people.
And in the previews for tomorrow night, we do see a lot of uproar in these relationships. We see a new girl coming in, so things are gonna get really tested.
So, question for you guys watching. In the previews for tomorrow's episode, we saw Leo potentially getting in a physical fight with Joe. What do you guys think? Do you think they actually get in a physical fight, or does it not even happen? Do they get broken up? Like, I don't know. I'm like super nervous for Joe and Leo tomorrow.
Me too.
Let us know what you guys think. And please follow us on social media.
And make sure you comment a red heart on our latest post on Instagram so we know that you liked our video.
Yes. Any feedback we love, so please let us know what you think.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our video. Please make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you can see every time we upload a new video.
We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.